Hi guys, Sharper back once again with another minting box for TokuToyStore.com, and today we're looking at Rider Kicks figure series. Sorry, I've just noticed that there's an apostrophe. So it's Rider Kicks' figure? Like it's a figure belonging to Rider Kicks? Okay, I guess that makes sense. That's a very odd grammar thing. Anyway, here we are with Kamen Rider Zi-O. And it's a really very pretty box. Lovely picture of the mask on front. So bright and pink, it's gorgeous. You got a bit of stuff at the back showing the figure, the accessory comes with, and the ride armor gimmick for this line. And one thing you're going to notice very quickly once I get this guy out of the package, he's very small. I mean comparatively to my hands anyway, but just for the sake of argument. So I'm just going to bring in Baron from the Arms Change line and Mighty Morphin Red from the 2010 reboot series of figures. And as you can see, he is a fair bit shorter than the previous gimmick line. He does have a lot of things missing from this size range, but I can go into that in a bit. And he's a little bit bigger than the 10cm Power Ranger figure. So running through the articulation, you've got a ball jointed head, which is great. Really nice detail for a figure of this price point. Very good. You've got a fairly decent range of motion in the arm. You do have an arm swivel, arm twist, and as you can notice, as a departure from previous gimmick lines, these have static hands and you can pop them out and swap them with any spare hands that the figure may come with. Let's get to, he has a ab crunch, which I don't think the previous gimmick lines had, so that's a new point of top articulation that's very nice. No waist swivel. The legs, I think, are probably the most hampered thing. They have a weird look to them. The way his knee pads point out, it feels like he's knock-kneed, like he's been sitting on a horse too much, and getting them straight can be a little fiddly. But you got a very nice deep knee crunch and a ball jointed ankle on each leg. So yeah, so far pretty nice overall. It's got a very good visual aesthetic, barring the obvious holes in the back and the obvious holes in the legs, but that's for the gimmick, which I will be reviewing later on. But yeah, as a figure in and of itself, it's fairly nice. It's got a good toy feel. It's not as articulated as previous gimmick lines, but I think for the smaller range, see, this is the thing, I'm trying to get him to do a nice natural pose and he can only go wide legged. But yeah, as a cheaper alternative to like figure art, I think this is pretty good overall so far. And he does come with accessories such as a little pointing hand for his roll call. So that's pretty cool. It's a good way of distinguishing this line, giving it a little bit of a figure art flair. And let's face it, the whole hinge hands of gimmick lines past wasn't especially great. It was barely good for holding weapons. But yeah, I like this a lot. And we also have his sword, the Edge of Time. Fairly standard for this kind of price range. And he does tend to hold it fairly decently. There we go. Yeah, as Sogo Tokuwa's first outing in the figure line, I think that's really good. It's a cheap and cheerful figure. It's got a bunch of articulation that's gonna give you a range of poses. I mean, it's called the Rider Kicks line, so let's just get him going. Yeah, you can do a fairly decent Rider Kick pose. Yeah. Finger guns. Why can't I have one for the other hand? I just want him to do finger guns now. Like, hey, I'm going through time. Booyah. Hey. So yeah, overall, I really dig this figure. It's got a cool aesthetic. It's a nice, cheap and cheerful way of picking up some of the newer Kamen Rider figures and some of the older ones as well, because it will include legendary riders. You can pick up your version of the RKF Kamen Rider Zi-O figure from TokuToyStore.com for £24.99. And I think that's a pretty good price. As always, I've been Sharpo, this has been the RKF Kamen Rider Zi-O, and I'll catch you guys next time on Mint in Box.